Recently, Karish, I can teach you about Aweber because that's the one that I use. If you ask me to show you get response, I may not be able to do that or any other autoresponder. So I will just go ahead and try to log into my account where it's private. So let me just go ahead and try to find one right now. So what I use for my autorespond is I use Aweber and I also use Infusionsoft. Okay, so this is my Aweber account. You can see here right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click here, and you can see campaigns and so on, right? So now how the campaign works is this. So once you click on campaign, you'll see this, but yours will be totally empty, so you can ignore all of this. But this is how Aweber works and why it is so powerful. Okay, I just want to give you some idea here. So you can go ahead and click on create a campaign, and then you click on new campaign. So I'm just going to give an example. Let's say I'm creating a campaign for, I'm not going to use Kyrish because I'll give a real life example, as in like you're going to name the campaign based on your project's name, right? So it has to be something relevant. So um, let's say I am creating this for a new product that I'm launching called the Elite, okay? So I'll click on create and then you will see this. Now, when you're seeing here, right, it's very easy to use and it's very, very, very powerful. And I'm going to walk you through why I say it's so powerful. So the first thing is this, they'll ask you is that when someone subscribe into your list, right, do you want them to immediately get into the campaign when they subscribe or when they are tagged? I'm going to walk you through all these things shortly, okay? But just stay with me and you start to see how powerful Aweber. But this training is not just about Aweber, but this training is going to teach you about not just sequential of follow-ups as a marketing strategy, but also the power of automation and to segment your list. And I'll say this again, the power of automation and to segment your list. So if you say unsubscribe, it means that when they opt in, when they fill in their name and email, they'll automatically start the campaign. They'll start to receive the emails. Okay, tag applied means after they subscribe, they do not get the emails unless you tag them specifically. I'll explain more about tag later on. To make things simple, I will just go ahead and say unsubscribe for now. So once we put unsubscribe here, you drop this message here. See, it's really that easy, and click on create a message because it's going to be a brand new account where you don't have any prior message, and you will say drop and drag email builder, and then you're going to write your emails. Okay, so I'm going to show you the magic of how all this works. I'm going to show you a bit about automation right now. Okay, so you're going to write your email. So your subject line, you can write whatever subject you want, whatever subject you want to write, Now, another trick is that something that I like about Aweber, it's now Aweber allows you to add the emoji at the subject itself, right? And it has been proven with the emoji, it increased the open rate. So you could put arrow, whatever you want, but don't go too crazy. Don't do this all the time. But once in a while, it's fine for you to add those icon. So now you're going to write your email, and this is the embedded code, which means that if you have this first name fixed, it means that you say hi, Kyrish, or whatever the name of your subscriber is. If you captured their names, so thank you for blah 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 and so on, you can just delete this and type your own emails. So for me, I like to use font 13, 14, or 15. It's up to you when you want to use a message, but you should have a bigger font in that case, right? And sometimes I don't like the email to become too wide, so I will click on this. So now I can adjust this. See how easy it is? Now I'm not going to teach you how to use Aweber, so to speak, because they have all the tutorials. I'm just running with you some quick guide, like a crash course, like you know how you can use these are the key features that I use anyway. So Rash asked question is that what's the font type and size? The font type, I will usually just remain the default font type that the system has. And the font size I usually run at 14 or 15. Sometimes I use 15 if my email copy is not too long and I want them to really see the emails. So one is the feature where you can adjust this. The other one that I usually use is like image. So I can just drop the image here and then I can just upload an image and so on and link accordingly. This is very straightforward, okay? I'm just explaining the key features that are being used. And then I will continue the text copy. I'll just use the word copy to save time and drag and drop here. And of course, this image here, you just, let's say I click on image gallery. They have some images, but I never use them. I just uploaded my own images. So if I want to use this, I'll click here and the image just comes up. See how cool is that? And then for all images, you want to always hyperlink to your call to action. So images gets clicks a lot, so you always want to make sure that it is hyperlinked. Otherwise, once they click, they will download the image instead of going to the website that you want them to go to. Okay, yes, Rash, it's super user friendly. It's, my gosh, it's amazing, right? So you have whatever thing that you want, you type and let's say it's finished, like warm regards, whatever you want, all right? I'm just showing you how to do the sequential follow-ups. You can do the broadcast and so on. I mean, there's so much to learn here, but please go through the tutorials and the knowledge base. Aweber will guide you, and I share with you how powerful they're going to guide you because they even have a chatbot, not chatbot, sorry, a real chat person to walk you through. Okay, so now wherever that you want to promote, let's say you have your call to action, you say click here now, and then you just need to highlight this dude here and then move to this part and then you just hyperlink here. So let's say it's to my site, let's say it's to patricchan.com, which, don't do that. I'm just telling you that, just give you an example and click OK, and now this is hyperlink. That's it, right? And of course you can click on preview and then you can see how it looks like, and then I'm just going to go back to editor. There are other stuff here, they are all self-explanatory, but like I said, I don't really use most of them. Mostly I just use the image. Okay, now going back to the exact training, why we're doing this. I want to show you something, okay? Let me just delete this. And then I will click on save and exit. Okay, see this. This is the most coolest part of Aweber in terms of automation. You see that after I set this email, all right, I can add automation. Now, I'm not sure about how other autoresponders work. You have to check with them accordingly, but this is where you can tag your subscriber who click on your emails. Now, this is very powerful. So if I type add automation, you will ask me whether I want to tag someone who opened my email or click on a link. So if I say open the message, then whoever who opened this message which says whatever subject that you want to write, okay, I could add a tag to them. Or I could say that, hey, if they open the message, I don't want them to get more follow-ups from here onwards. So let's put the tag for now. I'll just put a tag, say, so you see that I have several tags that I've created, right? I'm just going to go ahead and say knowledge blueprint click, okay? So this is the tag that I've created in the past. Of course, when you first start, there's nothing there, and then you just type whatever keyword that you want to call. I will explain to you what does this mean later on, all right? So I can remove tag as well, but let's say I will stick to this. I just want you to stick with me for now. Now, or I could say click on the link instead of open the message, and it will ask me which link. So remember earlier I put a hyperlink for patricchan.com, so it will automatically have that for me to choose. Then I click on apply, which means when they open up the email and they click on the hyperlink, the link that I have inside the email, if they do that, they'll automatically be tagged with this tag. called knowledge blueprint hyphen click. I'll click on apply. So now I've added a tag. So let me say this again. If they click on patrichan.com link inside the email, they will be tagged with knowledge blueprint click dash click. Okay, I will show you how the tag works after this, but for now I will follow up to show Karish how the entire campaign is set up. So after this email goes in, I can say I'll put a wait. I'll say after 1 day, or you can choose how many days you want, or you can add this additional feature where you can even have specifically time when the email will go out on specific what day the email will go out. So it's insane. This kind of sequential follow-up is way too advanced. Okay, I'll go ahead and delete this for now, and then I can add like another message like after 1 day. Then of course I can add again. I can do whatever that I like. Okay,